Well, it was a heck of a game by two good offenses. Um, and certainly came down to the end where we had a chance to win it, and unfortunately we couldn't. But I was really proud of our offense. They kept us in it. Our defense couldn't do anything in the first half, especially most of the game. We got problems there. We got to get them fixed. But the offense kept us in the game there, and then the defense got a 3 and out, and we had a chance to win at the end. But two good SEC football teams out there. Unfortunately, we came up on the short end.
Right, Trey.
Yeah, Coach, defense, as you mentioned, struggled, got you in position at the end of the game. I guess what was the emotion like on the sideline leading up to that? And then obviously with the way things ended with Check and being straight up.
Well, I mean, we got to communicate better. The 2 or 3 of the scores in the first half, we just had cut guys wide open, couldn't cover a back. We were checking to check, lanes checks, and we cut all that out in the second half because we had to give our guys a chance, and we didn't open field tackle very well, especially in the first half. Couldn't cover a back, and didn't put pressure on the quarterback, so those were some of the things at half that we certainly talked about and during in the first half. And then, I don't think there's anybody in the room that didn't think we was going to win the game at the end of the game. We just had a turnover. And I've taken Jalen already aside. It ain't his, that's certainly not his fault that we lost the game. He's not, he certainly feels terrible about it, but I wanted to talk to him about it because he's made a lot of good plays for us in our first 3 games. And we've got to hold on to that ball. He understands that, but there's a ton of stuff in that game we could have done better that we'd have won the game, and I'm sure they feel the same way over there as well.
Did you expect to see Chambliss as the starting quarterback, given, I guess, the injury situation with him not being, with Simmons not being listed at all?
Trey, I don't know the expectations. I mean, to be honest with you, I probably expected him not to be listed. And, we had prepared for both guys. And to be honest with you, they do the same thing with both guys, so one's right-handed, one's left. But we had prepared for their offense, which they run with either guy. Now, obviously, when Simmons came in, he couldn't run, but he certainly threw a touchdown on us, but so no, I didn't pay much stock in the injury report because I figured they'd play, whoever they wanted to, and we prepared for either one of them.
What did you think of Chambliss? Was he maybe a little more dynamic than what you anticipated, or what did you think?
No, I mean, he's a good player. I knew he was fast, and I knew he had a strong arm. I figured they would, run the ball with him a little bit more than the other one, just because that's what they had done in games prior to, but I thought he played a really good game. I mean, we had interference, holding, we helped the situation as well with our 7 penalties, but I thought he played a really good game and did a good job, running the football and throwing it. Probably even a better job of throwing the football.
How frustrated with the offensive line tonight? Taylor hardly got touched and Derek Saxon.
Against a good defensive line too. Now, I mean, he never got hit late. Now Taylor took off, but not necessarily because of the pressure. We rushed for 200 some yards and threw for 300 some yards, and the offensive line just seems to me to get better and better. But I just didn't feel any edge. I didn't feel anybody on the edge problems. And a lot of times they went to rushing 3 and dropping 8 because we were hitting them so, so much with our crossing routes and so, but our offensive line played really well. I think we had one holding called on us, but other than that, I mean, that's going to happen. Other than that, I think they played extremely well.
All offseason, you kind of spoke about needing to force turnovers to take care of the football.
Yeah.
I mean, a night where you don't force any and you have a fumble, I mean, is that more ammunition for you to be a stress to the team?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, you're going to have a turnover. We don't want to have that turnover, but one turnover in a game, I mean, I'm not going to make a mountain out of that. We don't want it, but it's more we got to get some. We didn't and weren't really close to getting any, and so we've got to do a better job just overall defensively.
But you mentioned.
Hey, that's coaching too now. That's all of us. That's not blaming just the players now. We got to get better everywhere.
You mentioned not getting as much pressure. Is there a way to manufacture that moving forward?
I'm sorry.
Is there a way to manufacture?
Pressure? Oh, man, we tried. I mean, we were bringing pressure inside. We were bringing pressure outside. We just didn't get there. And, most of the time when we did it, we were getting penalties, from holding, double moves, whatever it may be. And so we went pretty vanilla in the second half, just trying to make them earn everything and work better than, work better.
You mentioned saying something to Jalen after the game. You say anything to Starzak after tonight? You kind of let him be as a kicker?
No, I said something to the team with him. I said something to him with the team in there. He's a freshman. He'll bounce back. The first one was awful long, but of course I wouldn't have done it if I didn't think he could make it. I felt like it was 4th and 2. I felt like taking the lead right there with, it's a first drive, so you really don't know how everything's going to roll as the game goes on. But there was a lot of times after that when I was on the headset with Bobby saying, hey, you got 2 downs here, you got 2 downs. And that was off of how it was going defensively for us as well, and but I don't even know what the hell you ask, to be honest with you.
So much chunk yardage in the air for that. What you make of your tackling in the offense?
I don't think it's very good, did you? I think it was horrible, so we got a lot of work to do. That's how it is, but we got good kids and they'll get better, but we got to do a better job of getting them ready. And but your question is valid. I mean, we didn't get them on the ground, with any space much at all.
Sam, was Taylor cramping up there in the third?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Do you have any updates on tonight?
Yeah, I think he's doing well. He's going to come, thank you. And he's going to come back and he's going to go home with the team. So.
Were you happy with the way they executed? Down 10.
Say again.
Happy with the way they executed the end, down 10.
Can we?
I got you. Score, stop. Looked like everybody felt like the score again.
So I'm so sorry. I didn't get any of that.
Just happy with the way they executed at the end of the game, down 10.
Hell yeah. I mean, we're going to win. And there's, like I said, I don't think there's anybody in here didn't think we was going to win, and it just happened. But I was trying to take as much time as I possibly could. We were at the 26, we had to score, but I'm trying to take as much time as I possibly can. That's why we didn't go run another play before the 2-minute warning. We're trying to give it to them. We're trying to score and give it to them late. And we were really on a good track. We just went down, scored, stopped them, and man, but we just unfortunately had a turnover. But I was really proud of the way they executed. Yes.
Coach, for the last couple of years, losing by 1 score on the road is some really tough.
Yeah, I
games.
knew that was
Curious-
coming. I mean, I don't know what I do with it.
Curious
Tell me what
for
to
you.
do. I mean, I don't know what to do.
Curious for you, how do you believe that this team will learn from the loss tonight and to hopefully, flip the script moving forward in the next couple of weeks?
I don't know. I mean, they're hurt, which is a good thing. It means something to them, which is a good thing. So when you have that, they'll go back to work and they'll do a good job, with that.
Appreciate you, Coach. We gotta get Taylor and Story in here, all right?